morning, guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is Karma Christ, and today we're going to be doing a vlog style morning routine. Now, I don't have a specific time that I wake up on my days off of work, but it's currently 11 a.m. and I'm just like feeling kind of energetic today. I want to get everything done that I need to get done. I do have work tomorrow, so I want to get everything done, and trust me, there's a lot I have to do. So we're gonna start off by fixing my bed, just because there's like no better feeling than having a clean bed after a long day of doing a whole bunch of stuff. You just want to come and lay down into a clean bed. So that's what I normally like to do in the morning before I do literally anything. So let's go ahead and start fixing my bed. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. You can see my bed is really not that messy, but I do move around. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't say I move around a whole lot, but I do move around. So the first thing I like to do is just kind of take off the sheets, because like I know there's people who fix their bed with the covers still on the bed, and I don't like to do that. Like, I like to make sure that my bed is like literally as perfect as it can be. Especially me, which I'm so over like protective. Like, I don't let nobody sleep in my sheets. I always change the sheets if someone else is gonna be on my bed. And I also sleep with the hair bonnet on, just because like with all the hair oils and stuff, it just causes acne, and that's something that I try to avoid to the best of my abilities. So at this point, I'm just kind of babbling on. You can see basically what I'm doing. There's no need to really explain what I'm doing as much as I did. So we're gonna go ahead and speed it up as usual and just look at how I fix my bed. Nothing too crazy, nothing too special. So here we go. Now that my bed is all fixed and my room is swept up, I'm gonna go ahead and brush my teeth, and I'm gonna wash my face. And I want to do a face mask today, and on the hair, situation, I have to do like on the hair oil mask, and I want to do that today because I have to wash my hair, because I go back to work tomorrow, and I always like to go back to work after my day off with freshly clean hair, freshly clean everything. It's the best way to do it, because then if I don't go to bed and I wake up the next day, I just feel like disgusted with myself, and I feel like there's just no motivation for me to go to work. So I like to have motivation to go to work, especially because I wake up so early. I wake up like at 4 in the morning just to get to work mad early. So I like to have motivation. And I pretty much put everything in the bathroom for me to get started on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and transfer you guys over to the bathroom, and I'll see you there. Thanks. Alright guys, so now that I've already managed to fix my bed and all that good stuff, now I brush my teeth off camera, because who wants to watch me brush my teeth? Like, come on now. But I mean, I didn't do anything out of the ordinary. Whoa. Okay, all I did was brush my teeth with this Gleam toothbrush, and it comes with this battery port where you can charge it. It comes with the charger, you put it here, and if you leave it overnight, it charges pretty fast and it lasts a long time without you having to charge it again. And then I just replaced the actual brush every 3 months, but it's very well worth it toothbrush. You know, it has different settings, like this is a normal vibration, and then you have this one, which is more of like a pulsating one, and then this right here is just to let you know that you need to charge it again. So I did that, and then I just brushed my teeth with this Colgate Ultra Fresh toothpaste. It's my favorite one because I do smoke hookah, and since I smoke, I like to make sure that my breath is clean, you know, all that good stuff. And then, you know, of course, I always floss, and I just use Listerine as my mouthwash. It's my go-to one. I've never tried any other kind of one except for that, like I think you could get it at Dollar Tree, the cinnamon one, and that's the only other one that I've ever used in my life, but I don't really change from Listerine Fresh First. Alright, so now that I brushed my teeth off camera and all that, I was gonna wash my face first, but I decided that it makes more sense for me to do the hair oil treatment on my hair first and then wash my face and put my mask on. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. You guys seen in my last video that I ordered almond oil off of Amazon. I've used it twice already, and I do love the results that the almond oil gives me, but the smell is like a baby oil or baby lotion, but then it has like this other scent that it just smells terrible. Like when I put it on, everyone in the house says it smells like urine. It's a very bad smell, but like, to be honest with you, the results are worth me putting this in my hair. And besides, afterwards I wash my hair, and I use a clarifying shampoo with it because the almond oil does have mineral oil, which is kind of like one of those oils which is kind of really hard to get out of your hair. So it's best to use it with a clarifying shampoo instead of like a sulfate-free one. That's what I've been doing anyways, and it works for me. The smell doesn't stay in my hair after I wash my hair. The almond oil does say that you should use it. I think it's it says you should leave it in your hair for an hour and use it like 2 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week. But we don't do that over here. I only wash my hair maybe once or twice a week, so I'm definitely not gonna be using it every time. I wash my hair just on Sundays. Those are the best days to do it for me, because I just can't stand the smell to use it any longer than that. And as you guys do know, I do have extensions in my hair, so when I apply the almond oil, I only apply it to my natural hair. I do not apply it to the extensions. The extensions don't need it. It would just be a waste of product for me. So I just apply it to my natural hair and I separate it from the extensions, so I look pretty crazy, guys. Don't judge. But this is all my natural hair that I have out right now. And it's, you could tell it's time for me to wash my hair for sure. My hair just looks crazy all across the board, so it is time to wash my hair. So before I apply the almond oil, I'm gonna go ahead and take off my jewelry. I don't know if it has any effects on jewelry, but to be on the safe side, I'd prefer to take off my rings and my jewelry just to keep it safe. And that should include my bracelet as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. And then I'll be applying this to my hair, and it smells so terrible, but I want to be consistent with it until I finish the bottle, just to see what like because it says that it's supposed to grow your hair, and I've been seeing it on TikTok and all that crazy stuff, so I wanted to see the results for myself just to see if it works for my hair, because I want to grow my hair longer. It has grown a lot. I mean, this portion of my hair is shorter just because I do cut it to be like more like bangs. Well, not bangs, but I don't know how to explain it, but I just like that look for my hair. So the rest of my hair is pretty long, but this portion of my hair is always shorter because I always cut it to be shorter than the rest of my hair. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it, and you can see it's dripping a little, which is gross. I'm just gonna apply it from root to end. And I believe the instructions say that you should apply it from end to root, but I just prefer it to get on my scalp, just because if it says that it's for hair growth, your hair grows from the root, not from the end. So that's normally how I just apply it to my hair, like that. And I think it's too crazy. I just can't stand the smell. It's so bad. And I do like to make sure I get my edges. I try to take care of my edges because there was a point in time where I had an issue with the growth of my edges, like right in this spot, just in that one spot. And I was doing my edges all the time, but now I'm like to the point where I just do my edges here and there. Like if I'm not going anywhere, I'm not gonna do my edges. Like what am I gonna do my edges for if I'm not leaving the house? But when I do leave, then, you know, I'll do my edges, but half of the time I don't even do my edges when I leave the house either. So like I said, I just apply it to my natural hair. I don't apply it to the extensions. And then after I'm done applying it, I just like to put it in like, I like to put my hair in a braid and keep it out of my face because I don't want this oil on my face at all. Make sure I get under here, like my little baby ears back here. And sometimes I pour just a little bit, like directly onto the scalp, just to make sure that I got all my hair good. So I go ahead and I do that, right? And then I'll go ahead and just kind of massage it, and just to make sure that's really, really in my hair properly. And I try not to put a whole bunch of the oil, because if you put a lot of the oil, it does tend to drip. Even if you put a shower cap on, it does tend to still drip. So I like to avoid that because I don't want it on my face and I don't want it, you know, anywhere else. But I do put on a t-shirt that, you know, I don't really care about to put this oil in my hair, because like I don't know what the effects are to your clothes, if it comes out easily or not. So I just put a little t-shirt on and I just braid my hair after I'm done applying the oil there. So basically, as you can see there, I'm just applying the oil to my scalp and making sure I really saturate my hair in the oil. I ended up deciding to speed up this process just because it takes a while to apply this oil, and then afterwards I just made sure to braid it up, put it in the shower cap for an hour, and then once I got in the shower I made sure to wash my hair 5 to 6 times with the clarifying shampoo. I ended up using Tresemme, so we're just gonna go ahead and speed up this process. I've already cleaned the sink, so at this point I'm just gonna go ahead and wash my hands. I've been using this White Barn flannel scented Bath and Body Works hand soap, and I really love the smell. You know, it smells really great. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands with that first. And it's the gel kind, it's not the foaming kind. I don't always like the foaming kind of hand soap because I just feel like it doesn't give you as good of a wash as a gel soap could. So that's why I like that kind of gel or flannel scented soap. And I go with by hand soap pretty fast because I love washing my hands. There's nothing better than washing your hands after literally almost everything I do. Okay, so now that I've washed my hands, they're clean. Always wash your hands before you mess with your face. It prevents you from getting acne and all that bacteria into your pores. So now that I've washed my hands, I'm going to go ahead and wash my face with this Shea Moisture African Black Soap Clarifying Facial Wash and Scrub. And it has tamarind oil extract and tea tree oil, and it's for blemish prone skin. So I really like this one. I don't use it every day, it's more like a weekly thing for me, just because my main soap that I use daily is my Panoxyl, and I feel like with a combination of both of these soaps, it's really helped my skin come a long way. Because I remember a point in time where I had bad acne. Like my acne was just something else, and then now it's way better. So I put my face soap on this side because it's a little bit more rough, and I just feel like I get a better clean when it's on that side as opposed to the brush side. I use the brush side towards the end once I've scrubbed all the dirt off my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and wet my face with warm water. Like so. And I'm gonna wet my facial brush a little. And then I'll start like kind of smearing it around my face. And I got some on the handle. And then I'll just kind of like start going in a circular motion until it's distributed evenly everywhere I want it to be. And I'm very generous with this product. I put a fairly good amount of it on my face. So I'm just gonna go ahead and speed up this part while you guys can see that I'm washing my face. So now that I've washed my face, I already towel patted my face dry. I don't like to go back and forth or in a circular motion towel dry my face because you just make your face drier somehow like that. And like if you use a towel on your face and you go back and forth or in a circular motion, you're creating like scratches on your face, which is unnecessary. So you want to be gentle with your face and treat it right. So today I've decided that I'm going to be using this Freeman Melting Sugar Face Mask, and it's the rose gummy bears. So if you can see inside of there, you can see the little tiny gummy bears and little tiny roses. And I got this specific mask from Dollar Tree because lately Dollar Tree has been the place for me to go to get my mask. And I know this looks very small, like it doesn't bring a lot for you to put on your face, but this literally a little bit goes a long way. as long as you're getting the main areas that you need it on, and it gives you 3 to 4 uses. So, and I like the way that it's like a squeeze, you know, like a squeeze thing, like, you know, those baby foods that come out of like a squeeze pouch. That's what this is like, and it's very easy. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it with this brush. This is my favorite brush to use for applying mask on my face, just because it's very soft, and you can just, it helps you really distribute the face mask where you need for it to be on your face. So now that you guys see me applying the mask, you know, it's nothing difficult. I don't apply mask in this area on my face just because I don't need it there. Like, there's no reason for me to put the mask there. And it also helps me like stretch the mask out to more than 3 to 4 uses. And when you apply this mask, you'll feel like a little I want to say like a tingly sensation. Like, it feels like it's really cleansing your face, so I like that about this mask. But anyways, today I have a job interview, which I'm really excited about. If I can get this job, it'll be like a really big step up in the ladder for me, and it'll help me accomplish many other goals that I have for myself. Like, I don't want to just be working in these jobs that like they don't necessarily give you promotions, and they don't recognize the work that you do. They want to treat you like shit, and then like your co-workers, just, it's a whole different story. So if I get the job, I'm gonna be so excited. If I get the job, then I'll reveal to you guys what it is. It's a really good job. Like, it's not perfect, it's not like, you know, oh my god, I'm working in an office or anything like that. It's just a way better job than what I have now, in a sense, I guess you could say. So I'm very excited about that. My interview's at 2 o'clock today. So I kind of woke up early today, and I tried to film as early as possible. Yeah. So that's basically what's been going on with me lately. Like, that's been what I've been looking forward to, is finding a better job. I don't put mask on my eyebrows. I just like to put it on my eyelids, in between my eyebrows. But I have enough on my face already. And you can see the little rose pieces of the mask. Alright, that's good enough. And I like this mask also. Another reason why I like it is because you can't even tell that it's like really a mask that I have on, just because it's clear. Like, the only thing you can see is the little rose, but those, they dissolve. They don't stay on your face. Once you've had it on for a few minutes, it starts to dissolve, because it's like, I guess it's rose pieces and the sugar, it helps dissolve. So now that I've applied the mask to my face, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my face mask brush, because it's not good to be reusing the mask without using it. That's how you cause bacteria and all that nasty stuff. So I just like to wash my mask brush every time I use it, and then I'll just usually let it air dry in my room. So now that that's washed, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna prepare my hookah, and maybe I'll bring you guys along so you can see how I prepare it. Well, I don't really need to prepare it in a sense, because I have 4 bowls and I prepared all 4 bowls. So I just literally need to grab the bowl and like light the coals and stuff. But I like to change the water in my hookah frequently, so that's what I'm about to do. And I'll see you guys downstairs to do that. So as I said earlier, I was gonna put this amla oil mask in my hair, and I was gonna put the face mask on, which I already did. It's all on my face. You can see the little specks of the gummies and the roses. So basically, I'm gonna leave that on for an hour, and in that hour, I'm gonna be smoking my hookah. And while I'm smoking my hookah, I generally just like to sit here. I like to relax. I like to think. Sorry if you guys can hear that plane. We're close to airport, so there's always planes. But anyways, I just generally like to sit here. I like to think about, you know, any goals that I have for myself. I like to think about things in general. Sometimes I'll just sit here and listen to music, play my games. You know, I'll just have a good time and just really have that dedicated me time. And so that's why I always look forward to this time of day. It's my favorite time of the day anytime I get to smoke. So I'm gonna go ahead and light up my hookah, and then you guys can see. I'll probably fast forward through some of these parts, or you know, you could just really see how I am as a person, what I like to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my hookah and just keep on watching.
Kick.
So I finally got to the point where it's time to wash out the almond oil out of my hair, as well as the face mask. And I'm just gonna go ahead and hop in the shower. I'm not gonna show you guys my me washing my hair, just because this is not a wash day routine, and I want to make the video as short as it possibly can be, so I don't want to add all those extra steps in. So I'm ready to hop in the shower. You guys are gonna see what I normally do as a morning routine when I get in the shower in the morning, and hopefully soon I'll be able to put out a wash day routine, just so you can see. I normally wash my hair on Sundays just because I have the whole day to do it. I'm off, and it's just way easier for me to do it that way. But let's go ahead and get into the shower. Let's stop babbling on and wasting time. Okay, so now that I'm in the shower, I'm gonna go ahead and rinse off this face mask because it's time for it to come off. And then afterwards, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my face again with this pan also. This is the one I told you guys I use on a daily basis, twice a day. When you use this, I would suggest you use sunscreen, just because it will cause you to purge. It will cause you to break out more if you don't protect your skin after washing this, because it has 10% benzoyl peroxide, and this is the good stuff. Like, this is how I'm able to keep my face clear for the most part. I do have some dark spots here and there, but for the most part my skin is clear. I'm reaching over for my African body exfoliating washcloth that I was able to get in a pack of 2 from Ross, and I'm just soaking it up with water. It's my new favorite washcloth at the moment. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fold it just so it's easier to use, because it is pretty long, and I like the fact that it's long because it allows me to reach my back and wash it really good. So I'm just gonna go in with my Dove body bar soap that I got from Target, and they don't have it in the body wash yet, but it's okay. So I'm just gonna scrape it on my washcloth and get it real soapy to my liking. You know, everyone says that maybe I use too many soaps, but it's everybody to their own liking. Like, everyone takes a shower different, so it's totally fine. So I'm just getting every corner, making sure it's completely full of soap so that it can be prepped for my body wash on top of the bar soap. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and speed up the process. The soap that I'm using is the Method body wash, the peony and rosewater scent. So here we go. Now I'll be exfoliating my skin with the Tahitian Vanilla Bean Body Scrub from Tree Hut. And it's my favorite Tree Hut body scrub out of all of them. This one just has a very warm smell. So I'm just going to go ahead and exfoliate and continue to speed up this process. Time to clean my downstairs area with my Dove fragrance-free soap and my baby washcloth. Yes, sir. I'm officially done with my shower. I feel refreshed. I feel so clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this African Black Soap Clarifying Toner with tamarind extract and tea tree oil from Shea Moisture. And the thing I love the most about this toner is because I don't have to always have a cotton round to rub it in my face. This is a spray kind. I can just spray it in my face, rub it in just a little bit, not a lot, let it air dry, and I can move on to my next step in my skincare routine. So that's why I love this one so much. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this on probably like, I want to say 2 to 3 pumps or sprays, I should say, and then I just rub it in a little, make sure it gets everywhere on my face, and I let it air dry. So that's what we're gonna do. And as you can see, it's not like super wet. You spray it on your face, it's damp, but it's not like drenching your face in the product. So then I also want to go ahead and try out this Pradier Paris Non-Surgical Solution Snail Rejuvenating Cream. I got this as a sample, and it's kind of hard to see because of the type of material the packaging is in. I got this as a sample, and I wanted to go ahead and try it out and see what does it do to my face, because I've just like been putting it off. So I decided, why not try it in the morning as part of my morning routine, because I got nothing better to do. So I know you don't have to use the whole package. I guess just use enough that it will moisturize your face until you feel like it's enough product. I'm gonna start off with a little bit just because I've never used this product before, and I guess it doesn't really have like all that, you know, big of a scent. It has like a normal moisturizing cream scent, but I mean, it's okay. I guess it would have to be something that you would have to see the results of over a period of time, but I'd rather stick to my Pond's. This is my mini Pond's cream, and it's for perfect color and complex, and it's normal to dry skin, which is, my skin is more on the normal side. I don't have dry skin, I don't have oily skin, so I would say it's normal. So I like to put like a quarter size. That normally does the trick for me. And I rub it in my hands a little just to warm it up, and then I just go ahead and I like put it all over, under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, my neck, my chin. And when I tell you, with just that amount that I put on my hand, it literally is enough to put on my whole face. And I always put it on my eyelids as well. So I definitely like this moisturizer. If I'm not mistaken, I think that one has SPF, but I'm not 100% sure. So I mean, I like to think it does because it's a really good cream. I want to invest in the bigger one, but I just wanted to try this one out first because I found it in Dollar Tree, which was a good buy because it's an amazing cream. So yeah. Next, I'm gonna go in with the 310 CA Super Glow Serum with vitamin C and rose hip oil, and it's good for energizing your face. It really does give you that glow. If I can open it, because my hands are very slippery from the Pond's lotion. But with this one, it says to just put a few drops on your face. it does say to put it on your hand, like drop it on your hand first and then rub it in your face, but I prefer to do it this way. It's a lot easier for me and I can control where I really want it the most. So that's enough for me. Sometimes some of it drips on the side of the bottle, but yeah, this stuff I found it at Ross. It's really good. I only saw a few of them, so I made sure I picked up 2 because I don't know where I'm gonna find it again or if they're gonna have it the next time I go. You know, Ross always just changes up their inventory all the time. But I really like this one. It does what it says. It makes my face look brighter, feel brighter and clean and moisturized. So when I pair it along with that Pond's and this last step that I'm about to do, it's perfect for all day moisturization, if I said that right. And don't mind my hair, I just washed my hair, and like I said before, I wasn't gonna film me washing my hair because it's not a wash day routine for me, it's more of a morning routine. So I tried not to make my shower routine super long today. But yeah, you could see my face looks really good, really, like, you could see it's moisturized and it has that glow, but it's not like a natural glow, and I like that about that product. So last for my face, I'm gonna go in with the Nicole Miller New York Glow Mist with cucumber and hyaluronic acid, and it hydrates and nourishes. And I only found one of this at Ross, which I was bummed out about because I've been using it for a while now, and it's like you have to have it in your skincare routine. With that one, I'm a little more generous because I really like the results that the product gives me. Like, my face is a lot more clear than it used to be, and I used to have a really big acne problem, but like my acne is really non-existent. Like I have a few dark spots here and there, but that's about it. And with this product, it just makes me feel like comfortable in my skin. So now that I did that, my skincare is all done. I always like to do my skincare first on my face because you don't want to be putting on perfume and lotion and then touching all over your face, because it causes all kinds of acne and all kinds of bacteria. So I rather prevent that. So I always work on my face first and then I move on. So next I'll be putting on my skin firming hydration lotion, and I love this stuff. This is from Nivea and it has the Q10 and the shea butter. It's really good stuff. I have been using it maybe about a week now. I haven't been using it the first 2 weeks, but I'm waiting and looking forward to that second week just to see like, does it do what it says? It says in 2 weeks you'll start to see a difference in skin firming. So it's kind of like, it's not thick and it's not like that really uncomfortable type of lotion. It's easy to put on, and when I put it on, I instantly feel that my skin is being hydrated. I've never and I use Nivea all the time. My normal lotion that I use from Nivea is the cherry blossom one with jojoba oil, and like ever since I got this one a few weeks ago from Walgreens, I haven't been able to like start using my cherry blossom one again. I'm kind of just really stuck on this lotion. I love the way that my skin feels when I put it on, and I get compliments on my skin when I do use this lotion. So I just like to put it all over and make sure I'm super moisturized. I've never been the type of person to just take a shower and put on clothes. Like, I've always had to put on a boatload of lotion all over, and perfume, body mist, like all that, the whole 9 yards. That has always been me. Like, I never skip putting on lotion because you don't want to go outside looking dry and ashy. I don't like that look. That's personally not my look. So I did that, and now lately I switched my deodorant just because the deodorant that I was previously using is like it's just not cutting it for me. Like, it works good and it lasts a long time. So as far as like the smell and how long the smell lasts on me, it's not the issue. If not, it's that I've been experiencing a lot of discoloration under my arms. So I decided to switch over to this Dermaplus Antiperspirant by Secret, and it's the cooling one. And this is not your normal white powder deodorant. This is the gel kind, and it's in a squeeze tube, so you can see here. You squeeze it just enough and like the right amount comes out, so you don't have to squeeze it any more than that. But of course, me, I have to be extra, and I like to be, you know, sure, and I put on like maybe 2 layers of deodorant. But you can see my discoloration, and I'm trying to work on it. I've been exfoliating. I'd prefer to just take care of that and get it out of the way. So I'm hoping that deodorant works. As far as the smell, it does last me all day and all night if I wanted to go all night, but I take 2 showers a day, so I never wear it for that long. But I like the sensation of the deodorant once you apply it. It does give you that cooling sensation like it says it will. And overall, it's just a good deodorant, so I'm probably gonna just stick with that deodorant. And I'm pretty sure they have different scents, so it's not just that aloe one. And then after I apply my lotion, I apply my deodorant, I really just go ahead and I find my body mist of the day, and I find my perfume of the day. So I like to put on my body mist, then I let it air dry, then I put some more, and then I put my perfume on, then I get dressed, and then I do it all over again because I like to smell good all day. So, excuse me, that was gross. I'm gonna go ahead and find my perfume and my body mist of the day, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm all dressed and I'm all done as far as my shower routine. So my body mist of the day ended up being the Victoria's Secret Lost in a Daydream, and this stuff just came out not that long ago, and it smells amazing. Like, I'm obsessed with the smell, and it really pairs nice with my new Ralph Lauren romance one. And this one is not the Eau de Parfum. This is like the one that's oil based, so it lasts literally all day. It's not the one that's watered down. So like, I really love this perfume. It's been my go-to. I've had it for maybe about 2 to 3 months now, but it pairs perfect with this, and I'm definitely going to be using this combination way more often. I just try to take it easy on using this one because it was so expensive. It was like $104, and I really want it to last. But with this one, you really just don't need to drown yourself with the perfume. You just like do a few sprays on your hands, on your neck, and a little on your clothes, and you're good to go. Like, you don't need to drench yourself in this one because it's so strong and potent. So a little goes a long way with this one. So you don't, you know, if you want to go buy it, don't go drowning yourself in this one because you're going to regret wasting it when it's so strong and potent. And it smells really good. It smells sweet. It smells way better than the normal romance, so this is a good like go-to. And I really like the glass that it's in. It's like really reflective. Don't mind my fingerprints though. But yeah, this is my new favorite perfume and body mist combination, so you'll see me probably use this one a lot more often now. So yep, now I'm gonna go finish my hair because you guys looking a mess. So that's pretty much it for my morning routine. I don't do anything else too crazy. And well, I really just want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting me, and I hope you enjoyed my morning routine. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.